What's good, everybody? Back once again, and I was like, NBA free agency coming up soon, and I guess the whole offseason going on, trade draft, all that stuff happened, and so I was like scrambling my head with some thoughts, and hard and opt in to not stay with Philly. So as of right now, it seems like he might go to the Clippers, even though they're talking about New York. Knicks don't do it. Don't do it. There, one, I don't know what could be the stuff to necessarily trade for, but I wouldn't do it. Clippers, different ball game. I was like, obviously they like big name, they like all the stuff, and I was like, I guess too that I'm like, considering that you got two people that's always hurt, Harden not hurt like that, and guess what? He'd be able to play his type of offense in that situation. But I was like, I see that's a big fit. Don't if you're in the Knicks, that doesn't make anything. If you're the 76ers, I was like, to be honest, like they're pretty much going to get nothing but role players really from the Clippers. I was like the only one I feel like you should probably try to like. I mean, like while there's people, I'm like you should probably try to snag. I was like, mainly to me, Norman Powell. Uh, and I guess maybe someone like Amir Coffey and like Covington and Batum and stuff like that. Like those players seem like that'd be good to sort of like space out, help, play defense, and that way, other than Maxey, you got Powell to also score the ball because I was like, you still need some offense. Whether they get to keep the bias, that's another thing. Um, so I was like, that'd be a weird one. I don't know. I was like, that might be needed a third team in order to get that done. But I mean, Sixers you're sort of in a spot where it's like, uh, I was like, I mean, what can you do? But I'm like, cool. You're not gonna commit a lot of money to Harden at his age. You could get back some contracts that are either gonna come off or you get like decent. I was like, I think this could work out and be a win actually for both teams that someone has to lose here. Um, but it won't act like we're not gonna act like the Sixers won't have some type of drop off because I'm like you have Harden and Maxey and then you just have Maxey. You still gotta do something. I was like, they were like Kyrie to the Suns or the Mavs. He gonna go to the Mavs just because I'm like, there ain't no way he's gonna be able to go to the Suns unless he just over here just like, yo, I'll take pretty much less low money and we're gonna just super team the hell out of this, um, which will be crazy. And I mean, I'm here to watch it. I'm here to see. Gonna be a hard ass team to beat on 2K, but I'm here for it. But I think he go back to the Mavs. Um, Other thing that I was like something else I was thinking of is like, all right, Portland gonna keep Dame. Portland is like we're rocking with Dame, and Dame not gonna push his way out. So why I don't feel like is they trying to put like I mean like getting Jeremy Grant, cool, yay, but Jeremy Grant's really like your third dude on the team or whatever. They still got Yusuf Nurkic. I was like, I don't know what you could fully trade him for. Maybe you could find like a center or something like that. You could. It was like, you know what? Send him to Washington. Washington taking a lot of people because they're over here redoing their team and whatnot. And if you want to I'm just saying like get off that contract or something like that. I'm pretty sure you could probably flip him and take. I think dude name is Gafford from the Wizards. And I was like, you just get off the contract. That's like, I was like, how money, but isn't doing the productivity that you need. But I was thinking about this. And I'm like, okay, so they got a lot of young people that I don't know they're gonna necessarily bring back. Reddish, they got Little, they got I mean, there's Simons there, but they got Sharp and they got Scoot and Thibault, and so I'm like, man, they got a lot of people, young people that you could use some combination of and flip. So to me, I was thinking like, yo, why to me, and I was like, I think it'll be a good fit. They're the age range, it works with the thing, and he pretty much stays healthy and other stuff. But the Bulls with DeRozan, I know that more people might say Levine, but I think DeRozan. While Levine is the younger one, I was like Levine had been hurt a little bit more. But to me, DeRozan is still playing at a pretty high level. I was like, his age is right near Dame as well. You know, which I mean, I guess that the Levine with the youth, but it's sort of like when he's hurt, I've been hurt and stuff like that. But to me, DeRozan, I feel like is like he's a bigger guard that you could put beside him, even though he's not like a defensive guy, but he's a bigger guard. I was like, he can also score, but he also doesn't occupy in the same lane that I was like Dame does. Like, yes, they both need the ball, but Dame is really Dame can shoot from everywhere. But I was like, I was like, he get to the basket, he also shoot threes, where that also alleviates DeRozan to occupy his space at the mid game, going to the basket, that type of stuff. But he's also another consistent scorer. I was like, so you have him, Dame, Grant. I was like, you figure out something with like Nurkic or whatever. I think that's sort of maybe like somebody you can get, and also it won't be bad. I was like, you probably would have to trade Simons for that, but to me that's not a bad thing because cool, that just cleared out a spot in that DeRozan got 1 year left, so I believe it's 1 year. So also too, if it doesn't work, you don't have to sign him, but it frees up space. I was like, you still can keep Sharp, and you can still keep Scoot, and you can still have your young backcourt. I was like, you still will still have some of your young pieces to where you don't you ain't got you're not gonna trade the sun and the moon for DeRozan. He's not that type of guy compared to some other people. But yeah, I was like, I think that would at least help them build another team. It will give the Bulls a chance to be younger, to where it's like, cool, we get to see what these young dudes can at least do, depending on who you get. I was like, say like something like Simons and like Little or something like that, and package them and go over there. I was like, well, he's a free agent, but hell, you get Drummond as well. I don't know, I don't care. I'm just trying to figure out a way for Dame to have like a better shot in the West. That's going to be hard to do compared to in the East. The East, I still think is lower half is a lot. It's not as hard than the top half compared to the West, where I'm like, there's like 12 teams. I don't know what to tell you after that. But yeah, those just some thoughts, before it all hits. Anyway, liked any of this, I appreciate it. Thanks. If not, hey, maybe next time. But until then, peace. I'm out.